back, people. No, I don't have to go anywhere. It's just another ad.
There we go.
The gadgets in the Arkham series. I, on my own, without you, because you were gone off. Ooh, I'm married. I got a life doing your own stuff. I went through and I gauged all of them. I picked the best.
All of them?
The crop. Well, I picked the 5 best. Spoiler alert, there will be another 5 best at some point in the future. But we are through the best gadgets in the Arkham series now. Now we're taking a look at the worst ones.
Why am I always here for the bad
My
videos?
youngest son is over
Something's
here.
negative, I'm here.
People like your negativity. They love your negative energy. So I want you to really channel that today.
That's really cool.
You've got the list, so why don't you just start us off with the first one?
And my oldest
Yeah, our
son is
first
over
one's
there.
number 5 on the
He's
list,
cooking.
which is our best of the
You ain't gotta
worst.
be all
That's
quiet.
gonna be Joker's goggles from Arkham
Yeah,
Asylum.
the X-ray specs.
Indeed.
Nope.
Those things are
The gadgets
There you go.
in the Arkham series. I, on my own, without you, because you were gone off. Ooh, I'm married. I got a life doing your own
that's
thing.
messed up.
I went through
Yeah,
and I
you were going
I
over.
gauged
Oh,
all
I'm
of them.
married. I got
I
a
picked
life.
the
I
best.
can't
All
be in
around
the
the
video
crop.
with
Well, I
you right
picked the
now.
5
I
best.
got married.
Spoiler alert, there will be
Just
another
kidding,
5 best
she
at some point in the future.
She's
But
good, though.
we are through the best gadgets in the
Her and
Arkham
my
series
dad
now. Now we're taking a look
Together
at the
for,
worst
let's
ones.
see.
Why am I always here for the bad videos? Something's
years
negative,
now.
I'm here.
People like your negative.
2023 now, so do the math.
2000. Counting 2004. Wait a minute, when did you break up?
Before that, we got back together for good in 2004.
Yeah, so when did you first get together? I'm doing this based off of both times.
2001.
2001, and you broke up in 2002 or 2003.
2002.
Okay. So you first together for 1 year, broke up. Right? Or like 1 year and a half, something like that. Depending on when you broke up in 2002.
A little over one, it's like 1 year and almost 2 months.
Okay. And now, and then you date your ex, small dick, to 2000, when?
I started dating my ex in February of 2003, and I broke up with him in June of 2003.
And so then you got back together with Dad in 2004, so that'd be 1. 2005 is 2, 6, 3, 7, 4, 8, 5. So we're already at 5 years. That would be 9 is 9, 6. So we already passed my birthday because that's 4. Harry was born in 2012. So 10
I
would
was
be 7.
not born in
Yes, you were.
Yes, you were. Now sit down.
11 would be 8. 12 would be 9.
Yes, sit down.
Okay. 13 would have been 10. 14 would have been 11. 15 would have been 12. 16 would be 13. 17 would have been 14. 18 would have been 15. 19 would have been 16. 2020 would have been 17. 21 would have been 18. 22, 19, 20 years.
Not yet. It won't be.
Not yet.
Until next April of
Yeah.
2024 because you don't.
So
give me
almost
good time.
20. So almost 20 years.
Yes. Scoot over. I don't want to be squished.
Why do you think I'm way over here when I'm? Because I know she don't want me
Here.
to.
Sit right here.
No, Henry. No, I don't want. Then you'll be
Okay.
right in front of the camera, like he always is.
Then sit in that seat.
I don't want. I want to be able to see the video. Okay, ask any.
Frankly, they love your negative energy. So I want you to really channel that today. That's really cool. You've got the list, so why don't you just start us off with the first one?
Yeah, our first one, number 5 on the list, which is our best of the worst. That's gonna be Joker's goggles from Arkham
Yeah,
Asylum.
the X.
PS3 DLC exclusive. That's why I wanted a PS3 for Joker. To
I want it so I can play my PS2 and PS1 game.
Well, if you get Arkham Asylum, a certain version, you can play as Joker as DLC.
Ray specs.
Indeed. those things they're
I
super
don't know,
fun.
we ain't got PS3.
But they're
PS4.
Arkham Asylum guards in Batman. I watched a playthrough, so I want to see what I was missing out on.
But I want
useless. And here's why. You put them on,
It's the main game.
and given there are parts of me that like I really enjoy parts of it, I should say. But then you put them on and you can't move at all. You're just stationary. So it's not really beneficial. Like you put them on, you get kind of a quick sense, then you put them away. It'd be useful if you could walk around and move with them on.
Two things to add into this, by the way. Some people might not even know what this is from, because in Arkham Asylum, in the PS3 version, you could play as Joker, and they brought it back in the Return to Arkham version. So, if you haven't experienced this, if you're just an old Xbox 360 player, that's sort of why you maybe haven't experienced this. But
that's a great point.
with that said, once you play as this character and you use the X-ray specs, I think that's the real problem, is that this is just a terrible version of Detective Mode. It makes a fun sound, it goes into first-person view, and it has like a fun little like, whoa, like spiral vibe to it. But like in general, it's fairly useless. There's nothing going on here. Brought back in the Return to Arkham.
Okay.
So, if you haven't experienced this, if you're just an old Xbox 360,
They brought it back and Return to Arkham. So if I get Batman Return to Arkham on PS4, I'll be able to play the Joker anyways. What you want, Henry? Tell me what you...
no.
Okay. You can have the glass of milk. I forgot to do this on the day. From the gas station. I knew I forgot something, but I didn't know what I forgot when I left the gas station. I didn't want to go back because I knew Dad would be going to work soon. So
If nothing else, we'll give us on tomorrow.
Yeah.
60 player, that's sort of why you maybe haven't experienced this. But
That's a great point.
with that said, once you
Also, fun fact, you can find them in where you go to get the upgrade for the freeze grenade that Mr. Freeze gives you, his ice blast or something like that, in Arkham City, where you go to get the upgrade where Mr. Freeze's stolen tech is, you can find a box of Joker stuff. There's a fish related to the Laughing Fish storyline, Joker's gun, and the X-ray dog specs for this DLC. They also return in Arkham Knight and the Joker evidence lockup, and the Joker evidence and the GCPD lockup. Along with Joker's gun with his toy flag and 5 real bullets. And what else? Oh yeah. His explosive wind-up teeth. And Titan. A gun with the Titan formula inside. Also, if you want to... Not in Arkham Knight.
But in Arkham City too.
In Arkham Asylum and City. Yeah, Arkham Asylum and City.
Do I get to fight the mutants in Arkham Asylum though?
Yeah, the big guys, aka the Titan. Okay, so I'll let you know. Well, okay, every form of big guy. Okay, and Aaron, sit up.
Arkham Knight.
No, I'll tell you the big guys. In Arkham Asylum and City, you have. In Arkham Asylum, you have the normal Titans, Titan Joker, and Bane. In Arkham City, you have the Titans, Mr. Hammer, Sickle, Bane. Also inside them, you have Killer Croc, and Clayface in City. Arkham Knight, you have Arkham Origins, you have the big brutes. Bane and Croc, and then the minigunners and the brutes in Arkham Knight, along with Killer Croc for the DLC. Also, if you want to know what happened to Harley Quinn and Joker's hyenas, stay tuned for a video on my channel. Me and Mom are going to react to what happened to them tonight
Play as this character and you use the X-ray
in the Arkham universe.
specs, I think that's the real problem, is that this is just a terrible version of detective mode. It makes a fun sound, it goes into first-person view, and it has like a fun little like, whoa, you know, like spiral vibe to it. But like in general, it's fairly useless. There's nothing going on here, and frankly, like the making yourself stationary almost makes it more beneficial to not use this and to just kind of walk around and keep your eyes open.
It does. It totally does. And so it's like he's got a few other really cool looking gadgets. Like I thought before we played and checked it out that the teeth were completely useless and stealth. It's actually kind of cool. You basically have a remote control like chattering teeth that explode on impact.
It's like the remote control battering, but it's an instant takedown.
Yes.
An actual KO.
Exactly.
So that's actually good.
And his gun is really cool too.
But this is by far his worst gadget.
You won't really use it, to be honest with you. So it's the one thing, and I feel like in a Joker stealth situation, like I don't know, like it just doesn't really seem like it's helpful at all. So yeah, I would put that at number 5.
I can help you with that.
Number 4, we've got, and this one's a bold one, so bear with me. The Eskrima sticks for Nightwing.
I know what video he's talking about.
I mean, probably in all of his games, but I would say especially for me in Arkham City.
Yeah, Arkham City is where they really suffer, and these are definitely a gadget because you actually can select these to throw them.
Yes.
They're not just something he holds in his hands.
Correct.
Like these are a throwable gadget that works okay. It's
Wait a
like
minute.
a worse batarang, except it does fly.
I got lost.
Chattering teeth that explode on impact.
It's like the remote control batarang, but it's an instant takedown.
Hang
It's
on.
an actual
What
KO.
is it?
Exactly.
So that's actually good.
And his gun is really cool too.
Hang
So
on.
this is by far his worst.
Well,
maybe haven't experienced this, but
That's a great point.
With that said, once you play as this character and you use the X-ray specs, I think that's the real problem, is that this is just a terrible version of detective mode. It makes a fun sound.
Yeah, but you can't walk, but it does make a fun sound. You can't walk while wearing them. You got just basically put them on, check for enemies near you, take them off.
Hope you know you're getting some juice.
What?
Because you don't need
You
soda.
don't need soda right now.
You're already hyper, Henry.
Yeah, I got.
No, I'm not. I'm not nowhere close to hyper. And I'm not even getting another glass of soda after I finish mine right now.
Because eventually I'm gonna have juice bottles and juice boxes and shit stocked fucking
Up anyway?
up anyway. 'Cause you guys don't need a bunch of soda.
And Henry, that doesn't mean that we won't have at least a bottle or like some small bottles of soda. It just means that you won't just be drinking soda all the time.
We're gonna get 2 bottles of soda.
If I'm gonna buy you guys soda, you're gonna make it last more than that, so you guys gotta go between.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you're getting this peach mango juice.
I like the Gatorade better.
You can get that next. Or something.
You can get it later or something. Here's the peach mango Tropicana.
Well, I can't even see it.
It's in your cup. It's orange. So it blends in with your cup.
Anyway, we can pump now.
Do I blend?
It goes into first-person view, and it has like a fun little like, whoa, you know, like spiral vibe to it. But like in general, it's fairly useless. There's nothing going on here, and frankly, like the making yourself stationary almost makes it more beneficial to not use this and to just kind of walk around and keep your eyes open.
It does. It totally does. And so it's like he's got a few other really cool gadgets. Like I thought before we played and checked it out that the teeth were completely useless and stealth. It's actually kind of cool. You basically have a remote control like chattering teeth that explode on impact.
It's like the remote control batarang, but it's an instant takedown. It's an actual KO.
Exactly.
So that's actually good.
And his gun is really cool too.
But this is by far his worst gadget.
You won't really use it, to be honest with you. So it's the one thing, and I feel like
Yes, you can.
in a Joker stealth situation, like
If the
I don't know,
person's
like it just
dead.
doesn't really seem like it's helpful at all. So yeah, I would put that at number 5. Number 4.
Okay.
We've got, and this one is a bold one, so bear with me. The Eskrima sticks for Nightwing. I mean,
Arkham
probably
City
in
DLC.
all of his games,
And
but
main
I would say
character in
especially
Arkham
for me in Arkham City.
Yeah, Arkham City is where they really suffer. And these
You
are
know, you
definitely a
guys are
gadget
doing
because
book
you
videos.
actually can select
Because if
these
you
to
want to do
throw
game
them.
videos, you
Yes,
They're
gotta
not
read
just
the book
something he
before.
holds in his hands.
Correct.
Like, these are a
One
throwable
book at a
gadget
time.
that works okay.
I'm just gonna take
It's
the
like a
book
worse
and read off
batarang,
the
except it
bookshelf.
does fly around and hit multiple
Or
people.
book,
But it sort of breaks up the flow of the combo. Like you said, it doesn't really seem to flow right. There's just something on the timing of it that's really weird compared to every other move in all of the games. And it leads into a lot of terrible combo moves, like especially the shockwave, the electric shockwave, where you can dive down and you hold L2 square or L2 X, depending on your platform, and you dive down and you smash into the ground. It sends out a shockwave. It's just awful. There's a lot awful about Nightwing's playstyle. I mean, he's fun.
Yes.
Like, it's fun to play as him, but, like, there's not a lot that he does better than anyone else.
No, and I think, and maybe it's just a personal thing too. I never deliberately went out of my, like, when he would come out and I couldn't play as him, I'd do it like once or twice.
Yeah.
But I'm never able to get a flow and a rhythm and a combo going with Nightwing. Like I can really with any of the other characters.
No,
For some
I
reason, his flow
cannot.
is off, and that might just be more of like, I guess, like I'm focusing on Nightwing as a whole. But his Astro Mystics are a big part of that because like his combat is slowed down by the use of those. And the gadget itself, like there's one move that's okay where he like connects the sticks. And there's like lightning that shoots to a bunch of different guys. That one is fine. But like you said, like the one that throws around and the shockwave, like it's just not a great gadget that like I got a lot of use out of when I was using him, which wasn't often, I guess. But those sticks, I think, were what kind of hurt his combat as a whole, and was one of the reasons why I didn't play as him, which is a bummer, I guess. He's a cool character. I think he's a cool character design, and I like the idea of the sticks. I just don't like how they turned out.
For sure. Same here.
Well, I never have. I only weigh 90-some pounds, soaking wet.
It's going to be
The only time I've weighed over 100 pounds.
from Arkham Origins.
I hate this.
Yeah.
So the Disruptor from Arkham Knight is on the list of best gadgets. That thing is a cheat.
It's incredible.
I mean, the Disruptor in Arkham Knight, you hit a medic in the back. All of a sudden, the next time they try to revive someone, they get blown up, and it doesn't revive them. It just shocks them dead. You hit a mine. It blows up the mine, takes out an enemy on top of it. You hit a mine on someone's back. It makes it so when they put it down, it'll blow up. You hit a gun. It disables it. You hit a gun twice. It'll blow up when they fire. That thing is doing everything.
It does everything.
When you get to Arkham Origins, it's awful. I mean, this is a bad gadget.
That's about what I
The problem
weighed
is that,
before I
like,
got pregnant with
there are
you.
a lot of ledges in Arkham Origins. Like a lot. A lot of areas where there's like I would say up to knee high, like not a fence, but like a guard for like falling off of a platform, or like a hand railing, something like that. And the problem with this version of the gadget is the shots fall off. So it's sort of like in Battlefield. This is the best example I can think of. When you're firing with a sniper, your bullet falls over time. That's sort of like a big draw to a realistic game like that. But the thing with this is that your jamming shot falls off. It like has gravity affecting it, and you are at such a close distance that it's actually hard to judge that. And half the time it'll end up like hitting something too low and just counting as like wasting your ammo, but not actually jamming anything at all.
Yeah,
Well, see, I think that's part of the problem too. Is that I think in Night, if I remember right, if you miss, you don't lose that spot. You don't lose that ammo. You have to hit someone for it to count. Origins doesn't do that. And I think what's annoying about that drop distance that you're talking about is that's not a factor in any other like long range attack in the game. Like you throw a batarang, there's not like a drop distance on the batarang. Like you just lock onto someone and it hits them where you aim, regardless of distance.
Yeah.
So it's a weird thing to put drop distance on just randomly and make it more difficult for the player, which doesn't make sense. I think it should be consistent with the rest of the long-range attacks in the game. So, yeah, I agree. I think that's really dumb.
I understand their reasoning if it's like, well, it's his first version of it, but it's like to go back and just make it a severely nerfed version when every other gadget is just as good or better in the game. It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense at all.
I don't want a wet cow.
Number 2 on the list is actually going to be from Arkham City.
Ooh.
And that's going to be Catwoman.
Catwoman, the whole.
That's
Are you
gonna be
calling her a gadget?
She is a gadget.
Once I got my phone and
Yes.
I can have a little bit after
No, it's a
that.
snack for sure.
She is a snack.
You know,
Yeah, no,
I
it
was gonna
is
get me
her
up
caltrops, I
soon
believe.
enough
So
before
For
it's
caltrops are
bedtime.
terrible.
they're real
Yeah,
bad.
we
You're
can
making me
go
nervous
home,
messing
baby.
with that
Just
sock,
stop
man. I
it.
feel like that's your gadget.
I know. I am moving around a lot.
You have like some kind of fidgeting thing
We're
going
I
on.
don't know, it is a
Mario
little
3
glitchy.
going
It's
in
okay.
there.
It's alright. I'll help you with that later.
But you're such a good friend.
Catwoman's caltrops are terrible though because they really act as a mine. Like you throw them on the ground, you wait for someone to walk over them, but the hit detection on them doesn't always work right.
No, and you're just gonna, for the flow of combat as well, you're kind of just throwing them out there and hoping it hits something. And if it does, it's really not doing you a lot of good in the grand scheme of your combat flow and your rhythm.
It's a minor inconvenience to the enemy you're fighting.
Yeah, and really, it's not helping you that much. I think I used them once to see what they did, and then never again did I use that gadget.
Yeah.
And I just didn't find it that to be that helpful really at all. I found them to be relatively useless. And she has her whip, and then I believe it's like bolas, or it's like things that like
You throw it. It's like a rope with two metal balls on the end, and they would wrap around someone, knock them down. Batman used that a lot too in the animated series, actually.
Yes, you're right. Yeah.
So that is a tool that he's used in the past in different versions too. But that is actually useful because it does what it's supposed to do. It's a Batarang clone,
Right.
but it does its job.
And it actually, yeah, exactly. It does its job and it slows people down. This one is just more of, like you said, it's a minor inconvenience. I didn't ever find it useful. And I don't know, like I don't think they're that cool. You know what I mean? Like it'd be more interesting, I guess, if they were maybe exploding and they kind of like made the guys dance or something. You know what I mean? Or like there was something that went on with it. If there was, I guess,
That's
you know
a
what I mean?
weird concept, but yes, I do know.
You know what I mean? Like if it
It'd
did
be really
something.
cool if it made them dance, and then all of a sudden they started taking their shirts off, and like, I'm like, oh man, he's going in there.
Get a little ambitious there, but
No, yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, there's not a lot to this gadget in both like appeal of gameplay or of style.
Yeah.
So let's get to the final one. What is the absolute worst in the Arkham series in our opinion?
The absolute worst gadget in
I
our
to plug the gun and actual controllers.
For NES, Sega, and
is the concussion detonator.
I have one.
uh-huh.
And there's Genesis.
Mm-hmm.
And over here should be the Nintendo one.
Mm.
Believe me, I wish I would have knew that they had one that I could use them on. Because I would have saved them.
Mm.
I would have saved the original fucking
Nintendo controllers.
Super Nintendo controllers
Mm-hmm.
from your guys' fucking...
Broken.
From their broken Super Nintendo that we bought for parts.
Mm-hmm.
That I kind of got fixed but didn't get fucking
Fixed.
fixed in the process of trying.
Mm-hmm.
By buying the piece they said it was.
Mm-hmm. And right after that, we got like a...
And seeing if the controllers work. That's why I said any other retro game systems that we buy off eBay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm making sure they actually stay tested
Ain't working.
and working.
From Batman Arkham Origins.
The concussion detonator is worthless. This thing is so pointless. And someone's going to come in the comments and be like, well, actually, if you hit them with the concussion detonator, it stuns them, and then they start swinging around randomly. And it's like, okay, but you can just hit them with a smoke pellet and do that to like 5 guys instead. This is worthless. I mean, the snap flash was thought of. Like, we thought about putting a snap flash on this list.
Yeah.
But this is worse because this is the snap flash, but someone's throwing it, and it's your main character in the story. And they make a big deal out of you, like, going and getting this at the back. Like, it's going to help you.
Oh, yeah, this is like from City when you get the REC gadget. It's like a quick slow, like,
Oh, no, I got it now. They act like it's going to be some big help to you.
It's
and it's
not,
the
though.
dumbest thing I've ever seen. It's so bad. I would say it's Batman's worst gadget for him in the entire series. And not only that, it's probably the most useless gadget out of any character in the entire series. Because it serves no purpose. Anything that this can do, other things can do better. And it's just a waste of time.
well, because it just stuns them, right?
Yeah.
Just hit,
I mean, it
or
stuns them, but the difference is they'll start like kind of swinging around.
That's not really helpful.
No, it's not.
You know what I mean?
And here's the thing, too. Like,
I think
the
why
one reason to use this, do you know what it is?
No.
To increase your combo variation.
I could just say
Because it's in the game.
video.
That's it. So to increase your score, I guess.
Great.
Yeah, so you throw it. I've done that before where I'll be playing, I'll throw it out once in a combo. That's it. I'll just avoid the guy. Then I'll move on to someone else.
Well,
It
that's
serves no
the thing,
purpose.
too, is that guy can still hit you if
He
you
can,
get in his
yes.
way. So it's like,
Yeah, that guy can
it's like
still
a
hit
random
you.
pattern that's not normally in the like flow of the combat. So that guy could hit you and ruin your combo later.
Yeah, it's a worthless piece of garbage.
It really
There's
is. It's
no reason to take your time on this one, and it's just, it's just gross.
I will say, if it worked on like bigger guys,
Yeah.
like on guys like say Titan guys from Asylum, that's helpful because you're throwing it and then they're immediately swinging. That's not the case with this one.
No, it doesn't. It does not.
No.
So, hey, these are our absolute worst gadgets in the Batman Arkham series. We want to know what yours are. What are your worst gadgets? Maybe you hate the Batarang. Maybe you absolutely hate it. It's disgusting. You would rather be playing a Superman game. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. Hey, be sure to check out the Discord, where we, as a community of gamers who live in a society where we wear purple, dance around, and obsess over waifus like She-Hulk, who has become one of my new favorite waifus. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, join the Discord where we talk about stuff. Twitter, Instagram. I was going to say Facebook, don't have one. Patreon, we got one. So, hey, check it out. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. This was awkward. Hey, check out She-Hulk. She's really hot.
I don't know. We can look that up some other time.
What?
To find out if they make